Welcome back to another video. We are in the Psychic Cup, and right now we're going to be running the Victini Bruxish and Rapidash. So we're deciding to stay in here because we don't necessarily have a crit counter to this Bruxish. We're going to just basically sacrifice this Victini. We do get a shield out of that situation, so that's a positive. And we're going to do our best to just... Oh my gosh, that Bruxish is actually crazy. And we're just basically going to put two shields with Rapidash and see if we can win. And unfortunately, we do end up seeing the slow bro. So this is just one of those situations where the team comp just overcame our own team here. This is going to be a loss. GG's to our opponent right there. Wicked game, especially running Bruxish in your lineup. It's either like feast or famine, basically. Maybe we should have switched into our own Bruxishes, but it's kind of a weird situation. Here's a much more positive matchup here. We're going to stay in. We are resisting the fairy winds, and let's see if our opponent... Okay, our opponent ends up throwing a psychic. Interesting enough. Then we are met with the Lunatone. This Lunatone is throwing rock fast moves. It looks like they are able to CMP tie us. We're going to let it go because we already debuffed, or we already got this Lunatone low, and we're looking for a farm down, basically. Okay, Lunatone actually taking out the Rapidash as well, and we have to go for the Psychic because we do not want to get baited here. So... a little bit of a strange team that we were facing, but it was very effective because that Lunatone was a huge problem for us, honestly. Okay, so here we're going to overfarm, and our opponent ends up throwing the Psychic. It looks like we are able to clutch this win because we're going to be able to get to 2 V creates right here. So GG's to our opponent right there. Unfortunately for them, it looks like their Rapidash was only running Psychic, or maybe they did have Psychic and Overheat or something. I'm not exactly sure. So next game here, we've run into the Malamar. This Malamar is a problem. We only really have Rapidash to counter it. So once again, we're gonna have to stay in here and just sacrifice this Victini. We don't even get a shield, but we were hoping that we would draw out something and we get a little bit of energy advantage. We do draw out the Bronzong, which is better because we didn't want to see this in the back later on. So we do get farmed down, but we do enough damage to where we potentially could farm down with something. Let's see what we end up picking. Okay, we actually go for the V crate here because we think that they're going to shield, but we were trying to dip out. Our opponent ends up throwing the payback, which then tells us we are able to farm it down. Ooh, we get combo played here. This foul play will take out the Victini, and now we just gotta hope our own Bruxish is going to do enough damage to take out our opponent. It looks like this Bruxish is doing crazy work against the Slowking. They're forced to shield a Psychic Vein here, and they are not going to be able to get to 2 moves. So GG's to our opponent right there. This Bruxish is creating havoc on both sides, not only to our opponents, but to us as well. Bruxish is just one of those high risk reward Pokemon that you can use in Psychic Cup here. Right now, looks like Slowbro Galarian form is kind of a neutral matchup here. We're gonna have to shield one because we have a ton of energy that we want to throw. They have no idea what moves I have here, so we're expecting a shield, and that's exactly what happens. So then they switch into their Rapidash, which is very interesting because yes, they can get to this move here, but it's not really doing super effective damage. So we're gonna come in with our own Rapidash to match their energy. And unfortunately, for them, we do call the Body Slam right there. So we're going to overfarm just a tad so we can get to several body slams in case they shield. We take out their Rapidash, and now we have to come in with our Rapidash to throw body slams here, and we are met with the counter swap. Once we come in with our Bruxish, they go in with their Malamar. We're going to have to shield here because we're going to have to get this Malamar low enough for a potential farm down at some point. We go for the Aqua Tail for the chip damage, and we're going to force out energy from this Malamar right here. And this all comes down to, can we farm it down? We do farm it down with the Rapidash, and oh, we were not able to get to that Mega Horn. So GG's to our opponent right there. Well played. Nice little team comp that they had. Just a little bit tough to overcome for us. Maybe in hindsight, we should have switched out when they came in with their Rapidash. All right, another opportunity to run our Victini versus their Rapidash. Here we're going to go for the V Create. Is it going to get a shield? We do get a shield, which is fantastic. Let's see what we do here. We do end up shielding here. Just a body slam, but they already have 2 body slams. Will we survive this body slam? Yes. Okay, and now we're going to throw another V Create. This V Create will do good damage, but they end up shielding. Okay, but then our opponent ends up throwing a move before we get to another V Create. So at least we got 2 shields down, and now we just got to hope that our Rapidash can do enough damage. And we do tank a body slam here. We got to hope this body slam takes... Okay, we don't actually want it to KO because we want the extra farm, but we want it low enough to where we can just farm out without getting to another move. So that was perfectly done right there. That's exactly what we wanted. They switch into the Bronzong. We switch into our Bruxish. They haven't switched out, so it's telling us that this Bruxish is pretty valuable. Even though we shielded a Side Shock there, we do need this health to be able to get to this Aqua Tail here. We do take out the Bronzong, and now we are met with the Malamar in the back. So this is going to be a tough situation here. We have to tank a foul play there, and now it's a race to the Mega Horn, and we do get to the Mega Horn to take out this Malamar, which is double weak to the bug types. So GG's to our opponent right there. Let us know about this team. Do you have it? And let us know about the video.